that is, and what do you feel that you're better than Danny Garcia at?
Almost everything. Less fights, more knockouts. Let's talk about stats. The power's there. He's got an amazing resume. The amazing resume is at 140. It is not an amazing resume at 147. The fighters that he has faced today at 147 were fighters he could have faced at 140. Paulie Malignaggi, Robert Guerrero. I knew when I was facing Robert Guerrero that he's not a true welterweight. He beat Andre Berto. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He's an accomplished fighter. He's done many things, but he's not a true welterweight. I believe that I am Danny Garcia's first true welterweight in the welterweight division. I punch more. I got better footwork, diversity, and I change up. I'm like a pitcher who has more than a fastball, who's got more than a curveball, because I also got a knuckleball and a slider. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when it comes to being favored in this fight, they just see that, you know, Danny's solid and he does rise to the occasion. But, you know, he might not rise up to this one. And it's hard to say. A lot of people say it's a pick'em fight, you know. It's obvious to have opinions, but we're gonna fight and we'll see what's up by the end of the night.
I know you say you better at him at everything. Left hook for left hook.
Left hook for left hook.
You guys both land at the same time. What happened?
Yeah. So, you know, I believe that that's going to be something to be proven in the fight, you know. He's going to be dropping his bombs. I'm going to be dropping my bombs. And let's see what's good. So, I analyzed Danny Garcia's power as such, right? He dropped Amir Khan. Devastating left hook. But Amir stood up, though. Then he dropped him again. But Amir stood up, though. Then he dropped him for a third time. But Amir stood up, though. And then the referee stopped the fight. When you look at how many times he stops people and drops people, most of the time they're standing back up. He dropped Lucas Matisse, but he got up, though. Okay? That went to a decision. He stopped his last opponent, his tune-up fight. He dropped him with an overhand right. I was a commentator. I didn't have to rewatch the fight. I was there. I know what happened. So he dropped him with an overhand right. The dude did the roll back. Stood up, though. Then in the later rounds, he was taking bigger punches. The referee stopped the fight while the man was on his feet. Was the man most likely going to get put down? Was he outclassed? Of course he was. You know, there most likely would have been a knockout in that fight. But it happens that he's stopping people more on their feet than out of their feet. So this is another analogy. For some reason, I just really like to reference baseball. I don't even watch a lot of baseball, but I like baseball as references, right? So if I can hit a home run and you can hit a home run, right? But when I hit a home run, the ball gets carried 500 yards. When you hit a home run, the ball gets carried 350 yards. Does it matter? We're both home run hitters, okay? We're both home run hitters. So can Danny Garcia hurt Keith one-time Thurman? Barack would say, yes, he can, okay? Can Keith Thurman hurt Danny Garcia? Yes, he can. So, I mean, like I said, man, look at the numbers, look at the stats. It is what it is. You got two young, powerful guys getting in the ring, 8-ounce gloves, anything can go down, man. This is a fight. It's a sport, it's boxing, there's technicality, but when people are standing toe-to-toe, when they're trading, and the more they just sit there and trade with one another, that's when the boxing match ends up looking like a fight, no longer that strategic. And what's gonna matter in the midst of the fight is defense. Who's getting hit, who's not getting hit, and how critical are those blows, and then how does the fighter react when they're hit with one of those blows.
Pete, so you saying you plan on going toe-to-toe with a guy with 6 toes?
It's whatever, man. It's whatever. Look, Keith one-time Thurman is going to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, okay? I wasn't on the ropes blocking, letting Shawn Porter do what he was doing because I didn't have no other options. I committed to the option. Use your defense. He's going to smother himself. He's going to get credit, but in about 15 seconds, he'll probably back up, step forward, and land clean, sharp punches from the outside. That's going to look better to the judges than the flurry of punches that aren't all getting through, but he's still going to get credit for the work rate. You know what I mean? That was a very strategic fight. I don't see myself really being on the ropes this fight in the same manner. And even if I was on the ropes, I don't see Danny smother me in the same manner, you know? I make adjustments. I'm fighting you. I'm going to figure out what I need to do for you. And I'm going to see how you can adjust to my fight style round after round after round after round.